whiz the camera around to show you exactly what I'm doing. But I thought, look, this morning, let's just go do a little bit of a live while I'm cleaning up a few things. These are a few new pottery pieces I've just made, and I'm going to put them on the shelf. I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. The shelves are a bit bare at the moment, my loves, because things have been crazy with the Queensland cyclone. So a lot of products that I actually sell are to Queensland. So, yeah, so it's been crazy. I've had to hold lots of products here because there was no shipping into Queensland. And if you ship it in the middle of this, they'll just get lost. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. Hello, thank you for the thumbs up, my loves. And I was just saying that I've got some more parcels to send out to Queensland today. And let me move the camera so you can see me a bit better, because that's a bit awful, isn't it? And I hate moving the camera in the middle of it because, anyway, I just feel terrible. But these are some new little plates I'm doing. Hello from New Jersey, my love. Hello, Kate. Welcome. And I was just saying, because there's a cyclone it's already been in Queensland, hasn't been one there for decades and decades. Our postal service actually stopped things from being sent there, and I've got a few parcels I've got to send out today. So I thought, look, I'll clean up in here, get everything ready, and then I have to pick up a parcel for my other daughter as well, because she is a teacher and she's at work. And then this is my other one. Doesn't it look cute? It's very rustic, and I was hoping that it was going to have more of the kind of terracotta-y look. But anyway, it still looks cute. It's very antique-y looking, isn't it? This is my little bowl I made in ceramics. This is made through a technique called slip casting, which basically you pour liquid clay into a container, let it set, take it out, fire it twice. So basically that's how this is. And he's a little darling Cupid. Oh, you love the antique look. Yeah, look, I thought it was cute. I do have a few things that are, glazed, but I kind of feel like me personally, I don't like orange, red, like really massively bold colors. Obviously, I like pink, but, pink's a soft, calming color, and yeah, so I don't like big colours. Anyway, so that's why I decided to do this kind of colour. But it was meant to be more like a caramelised matte anyway. It's definitely matte, but it's kind of more of a satin. But anyway, he's so darling. Look at his little bottom, so cute. Oh, it's so funny, But anyway, he's darling. And then, of course, I've got a few of these little trays that I just to get back into my little pottery hobby, in between my darling soap, of course. That's what I started doing. And I do have a channel also for pottery if you want to watch me. It's very little because I've only just done it. And that's called Rhonda Jane Pottery. So come and see me over there, my friends. I'll try and leave the link after the video for you if you want to come over there. But I'll obviously have the two channels. So I just thought it was better to put pottery on one and, kind of like... Anyway, I thought it would be better, and so if no one wants to see that, then they can just come on my soap one. So anyway, we'll put this back. And, yeah, so look, things have been crazy, friends. So I thought, look, I've got to come on here to say hi, and you can see my hair's really short now. Because I got the skin cancer, I thought, look, I'm going to cut it short, and if the worst happens and my hair falls out or something with chemo, which I'm not having chemo, but if I ever have to, then... at least it's short and I won't be as tragic, so but I am going to get some honey colors or something put in, I'm thinking, but anyway, we will see. So at the last week, I've actually been so busy. I have been out at a place called Pottery because my daughter Emily, she was doing a big festival. So it's like a 3-day festival, and I had some of my ceramic things. What else did I have? Some shower steamers, a couple bath bombs, like a few things that I sell. And I thought, look, I'm going to take this. Oh, you subscribed. Thanks, Kate. You're a love. And hopefully you love it, darling. You know, give me some tips if you have any tips of what you want to watch. But yeah, so I was out there, and you know what? This made me think about this a lot. And my daughter Em, I said to her, she has, let's get into the context first. Her company is about, she sort of makes like earrings, laser cut things, 3D printing, you know, bookmarks, earrings, key rings, that kind of thing. And, you know, like a lot of sort of quirky, fun, colorful things. And anyway, she definitely does the best. Any market we do, she always sells more than anyone else. It's be very rare that she doesn't. And the store is always constantly packed. And I'm actually going to be in Sunbury, which is like 2 hours from me, this Saturday doing a stall for her because she can't actually get there. So my husband's going to help lift everything. Aw, hugs from Florida. Hello, Diane, my love. Hi and hi. Yeah, I'm coming back to say a big hi. Do I by chance make shower steamers? I sure do, darling. Hold on, I'll show you. So these are kind of my steamers. I have all different colors. I've had professional boxes made. So that's my steamers. And I'll show you what they look like inside the box. But look, I'm going to be honest, boxes make them sell. Let's be honest here. You know, look, I have tried everything. I've been doing this, I'm going to say, is it 6 years now? Something like that. And I'll tell you, I just noticed that things just were not selling unless they were in a box. Unless it's like earrings or something like that. But, you know, you can still package it with a business card. So, anyway, we open it up and then they are sealed. So then they're just a little square. Hello from New Orleans. Hello, Kimberly, my love. I have never, ever been outside of Australia. Isn't that sad? I'm too poor. You know? Let's be honest. So, yeah, I do sell shower steamers. But now I'm going to get into this because as I was saying, you know, like my daughter Em does super duper well at all of these things. And it made me think about the soap industry, how it has really changed quite a lot. Now, when I first started doing markets, you know, 5+ years ago, hello, Pam from Minnesota. Yeah, so when I was doing markets at the start, I was doing really well. I was selling anything from $700 to almost $1,000 a market. Hello from Winnett Valley in Oregon. Hello, Kim. So hopefully I'm saying these names right because of my silly Aussie accent. I'm probably saying them wrong, you know, because we don't pronounce certain letters. I've noticed that people in the US seem to pronounce all the letters in a word, and we have a lot of silent letters in AU. So, yeah, it's a bit funny. Close enough. Okay, good. Thanks, Kim, my love. Hello from Atlanta. Do you find box packaging matters? 100%, my love. Sorry, I think it was Leah. Yeah, so box packaging, honestly, I know it costs a lot of money. I know it's a pain. You know, 100% I agree with everyone. It really is a bit of a pain in the neck. But, look, the truth is it just does sell better in a box. But if you're doing a market, as I was saying about my daughter doing her market, we had some diffusers in boxes. We couldn't get rid of them. Seriously, we had them. They were like $29. We literally were selling them for $5 and people still didn't buy them. We took them out of the box and then people bought them. So if you're in a market, sometimes I think people don't want the box, but if you're selling wholesale or to a store, they want a box. So, you know, you kind of got to pick who you're selling to. So that's one thing that we definitely noticed. And as I was saying, she does really well at markets. And, you know, for soap industry, like I was doing super well at COVID time because in Australia, no shops were allowed to be open, but markets were because it was outdoors. So I was doing super well for quite some time. And honestly, if I go now to a market, I can't even sell $100. And like I said, I was selling close to $1,000 before. So, and the markets in Australia are generally about $120 a market. Not all of them, but generally AU money we're talking here, which I guess that's probably about, say, $80 US a market. So it's really expensive. And if you do a festival, they are usually around the $400 and upwards in Australia. So you're probably looking, say, $350 US. So yeah, so you got to make money, but I literally can't sell anything to market. It's like I don't know what it is. Like my packaging is there, everything looks amazing, but people just are not buying soap products. I don't know whether they're just like they can get a cheap alternative at the shop, so they do that. But when it comes, and this is funny, people go, oh, I have no money, but they're buying plastic toys or they're buying signs or, something that it's not really, they don't need it at the shop, at the market. So that's one thing my daughter and I were saying, isn't that funny? But even my daughter said, like people are thinking, okay, well, your soap's $10, although it's amazing, I can get a cheap one for $1. I mean, yeah, it's rubbish, the $1 one, but from, the supermarket. But as she said, they're just like, well, I'll pay that. So it's funny. I think the priorities have changed a little bit because in Australia we have, really bad financial crisis. People can barely afford to even eat here at the moment. I mean, I went and got a dozen eggs the other day, $12 a carton. I mean, outrageous, $1 an egg. It used to be like $5 a carton. So crazy. And anyway, so what happened was I made my little pottery pieces, and I'll show you so you know. So then I've got ones like this, these two. Similar situation there too. You stop doing markets. Yeah, I understand, hun, because honestly, that's what happened to me. I just couldn't even sell anything. And I was like, I'm not spending my time in the sun, and busting my gut to sell $10. I mean, it's ridiculous. But yeah, it's funny. But then online, like I've got 2 orders today to go out. Isn't that funny? You would think people want to grab the item, take it, and go home, but they don't. But if you're selling something that is, like I said, like this, I mean, let's be honest, it's a cute little tray, but you don't need it. I mean, you don't need this to live. But then I sold heaps of them. So isn't that strange? Like even these little shot glasses I make, they're like $8. Sold heaps. And I said to my daughter, isn't it funny how I would think in a financial crisis, people are buying more things like soap, shampoo, like things that, are more like self-care items because, if you don't have a lot of money, a bar of soap for $10 is going to last you a while. But no, it's not like that at all. So that to me was very interesting. And because my daughter does a few markets and I help her, I said to her, maybe I'll have a stall next to her, but I'll have just my pottery things in it. And see how I go because that will give me money to buy a kiln. I've already got some money set aside because that was donated to me from my lovely Patreon people. But yeah, so anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. But, like I'll show you this too. So let's pretend I'm doing, a market stall. If I had this little cute ceramic thing, right, and I put these in it, and it kind of looks cute, you sort of show people, okay, you can put your shower steamers in it. I'm telling you, they would take the shower steamers out. They would not buy them, but they would buy that. Even if the shower steamer was $5. And, I mean, this box alone is $1.10 for me to get made because I only got, I think, 3,500 boxes done. So if I got 20,000 boxes, it'd be cheaper. But, it's interesting, like I said, that they don't need this ceramic piece, but maybe they feel like, okay, it's a nice gift. And I have noticed a lot of people are saying, oh, they're buying that for a gift. So anyway, it's very interesting. And like I said, my daughter, because she had a shop and she closed the shop, she's sort of got a few things like some diffusers and stuff like that she had in the shop. And she said, I'll just sell them at each market. And honestly, we can't even get rid of them for $5. And some of them even had like little amethyst crystals in the bottom of the jar and they looked really cute. And I said to her, wow, you can't even sell that. It's $5. I mean, oh my goodness, like it really honestly made us think, wow, this industry is changing so much. And I do think in Australia too, when I first started, there wasn't the competition in soap making now, and there's a lot of competition. So that might be it as well. Sorry, I just got to get something off the screen. So I don't know whether that is like a massive thing to consider. Maybe it is. but yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? So, so I'm not making as many soap and bath products. Obviously, I'm making them to get them out the door, and I've just done on Patreon. I've just actually given them 4 recipes like a few days ago, before I went away to New South Wales for a festival. But yeah, so I did actually give them, I think it was 4 recipes for body butters, so, emulsified and so on. And they were like using a cheaper 3-ingredient one. So, and that's the thing too, a lot of people are making their own products at home because they've realized, well, they can do it. I'm a bit concerned to see people maybe burn themselves with lye, because, people just make it and don't understand. And, even on my YouTube here, often people will send me a comment and they'll say things that are really, I don't know what the word is, but like misinformed, I guess. And, they will try and correct me in a video. Quite often people try and correct me. And I say to them, no, you're not right. Like, you do have to use safety. So often people say, oh, well, you don't need gloves. And I'm like, well, you really do. And I just delete a lot of them comments because it's not good for other people if they read it and think, well, they don't have to wear gloves. So, if something is what I deem to be maybe, a little bit unsafe for others, I'll just remove the comment. Or if it's mean, I just remove it. But yeah, so anyway, it's interesting, isn't it? I know I'm going on about that, but I like to kind of chat about these things because I think it's important for all of us as makers, just to see all that. Now, let's have a look around here and I'll show you. Now, I'm sorry on my hand, I'm cleaning up and it's not the best view of my head, but so this is what it looks like at the moment in here. You can see a lot of the shelves are empty and I'll show you. So these are the kind of the ceramic-y things I've been making. I'm going to do more colors, but they're cute, aren't they? And actually these mugs here, I made these at the start. I think I had 5, so I've already sold 2, and I only took 2. So I've already sold a couple of those, and I had other things, but they've all sold. So, whereas I've had like candle ceramics, I just can't sell them. They're really tricky to sell at a market. Online, yes, I'm selling them easily online, and I don't know what that is, but it might also because my SEO is pretty good. Well, for me, it's pretty good because obviously, I've done this a while. So, yeah, but it's tricky, isn't it? So, oh, and I'll show you this. I haven't finished, but I love doing this. It gives me a little bit of peace, So this is one of my new little plates I've hand painted. It's not glazed. It's got to be glazed still, but isn't it cute? It's just a little lemon plate. I've done a few different ones. I'll just have one-offs of them because it gives me a little bit of peace just to be able to, paint it and think of nothing and, do that kind of thing. So, and for anyone asking, because I get a lot of messages about me not being well, I'm getting better. So if I do like a market with my daughter, or help her, she really pretty much does most of the unloading and everything. I just really do some sales, and if it's too hot, I can just walk away, or she has a chair for me to sit in, so I can't sit at home watching Netflix. That would bore me totally. I hate that. So, although I do like some Netflix shows, I'm not a person just to sit there and do nothing. I would be so bored. I couldn't take it if I was that bored. So anyway, so I thought maybe I'll do a few little markets with her. I do have the conference coming up in May, and I was going to do a few posts, but I'm a bit concerned because we've had the cyclone right where the conference is going to be. But from what they're telling me, everything is still standing. There's no problems. So yeah, but and even with the conference, we've had to make it to 1 day. So anyone that has a ticket for 2 days, don't worry, we will fix everything up later. At the moment, we're just seeing how it's going to go. I didn't want to cancel it, but because I have cancer or skin cancer, I thought, do I need to cancel this or not? But a lot of people were just like, no, just do it 1 day. And so we do have lots of people are really excited about the 1 day. So if you want to come along, we're in Brisbane. Support people in Brisbane. They need people now. When a cyclone happens, they need your money because they need to get things up and going. So please go and support. If you're in Brisbane or you buy things from there, just be patient. I'm sure they'll get items out as soon as they possibly can. But yeah, it's really important. If you can, if you can't, that's okay too. But if you can, it's just really important, I think, to try and support people in these times when everything's, gone to poo a little bit. Let's be honest here. I'm just putting this in my little frame down and hopefully, that's better. So that way I don't have to hold it the whole time and make it all shaky. But yeah, so anyway, so the conference is going ahead. It'll be May, I think it's the 19th, but please go on the site and have a look. And originally when I did the dates, I can't believe it, but it did it wrong because I used Shopify. I did it in American dates, not Australian. So it is on the Saturday. It is not on Sunday. It is not on Monday. It is on the Saturday from 9:30 to 5. So it's a full day. It will include your lunch and everything else. So it's pretty cheap. So please support it. This may be the last year I do it since, as you all know, being diagnosed with skin cancer. This is probably going to be the last year for the conference. So if you want any information, please go over there, join us. We can't run it on 20 tickets. We have to obviously have lots of people to run a conference. And that's what people, I try to explain to people too, I know it gets disappointing when dates change or I have to cancel something, but we've got to be realistic. This is the business world, isn't it? So, but I hate disappointing people. I always feel so guilty. But obviously if we cancel it, everyone gets a refund. So, but if you buy a ticket and you don't come, well, of course, or you cancel, then you don't get a refund. People always ask me that and I'm like, no, because I already have to prepay for a lot of it. But anyway, off topic, that is just a little bit about the conference. If you want to find out more, please go over to the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference.com website. You can come online or you can come in person. So there's also online. And I was going to be staying in Queensland, but I can't now. I've not been so well. So I will be flying in and flying out the same day. So I'll fly in maybe at 7 in the morning and I'll be flying out probably at 10 at night with my husband. So because I've had the surgery on my back, I can't carry too many things. So that's a bit annoying, isn't it? But, you got to enjoy life, everyone, don't we? So I hope you're all doing super well. I hope you're all trying really hard at your businesses. If you're not selling or things are tough, please don't be stressed. The world is not good financially at the moment, and we'll get past this. If you can hang on, you'll definitely get past this, and things will pick up. This happens. It's happened for hundreds of years. You go through these things. There's always something bad happens, and then something good, comes out of it, will fly out of it in the end. So anyway, but like I said, if you want to go over and support my other channel as well, which is Rhonda Jane Pottery, and then that is obviously on YouTube. So just type in that and you'll see it come up. And I can't remember how many subscribers I've got, but it's under 100. It's like maybe 60, 70, something like that. And I'll slowly put videos on that, and that will be about pottery, so we can keep this to soaping, and get it going. So the next video, hopefully, that I'm hoping to come out with, I was going to do a scrub, but I'm thinking I might do another one of liquid soap because I need to do some liquid soap. If not, I might be doing some gels because I have enough soap at the moment for the orders that I've got. So anyway, but that's what we'll be doing. What else am I doing? I'm just trying to think. Oh, bath bombs. I won't be doing bath bombs anymore. Once again, I've said this a few times. Bath bombs just do not sell for me. Online, yep, people buy them online, but in person, no. So it's a big headache, and bath bombs are tricky. They make a mess. So I'm not interested in making a mess for $4. So I know it's tricky, isn't it? But you just got to find what sells. But if bath bombs sell for you and soap doesn't, sell bath bombs, you know, do that. So find what you're selling. If it's not selling, get rid of it, find something else. And this is what my daughter and I were saying at markets. A lot of people will sell the same things for 20 years, but you have to evolve. And, you know, like 1 or 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, my daughter was selling, you know, those croc gibbets that go into the crocs, and they were doing super well. Now, can't even sell them. So, and now she sells the 3D little wobbly things, and they're doing massively well. So, but, you know, there'll be a day that they'll go, something else will replace them. So just evolve into new products as you go along, and hopefully you find some success. Anyway, I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.